Всем привет! Сегодня мы поиграем в новую игру, она называется Noire. Так, сейчас я начинаю.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers.
Хорошо, буду говорить. Как меня слышно?
A city of dreamers.
Сейчас заставка пройдет и начнем.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems.
Блин, жалко, что только озвучки нету русской. Так бы нормально было бы.
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
Потише. Сейчас, подожди. Так, звук. Давай музыку убавим еще. И аудиоэффекты. Так лучше?
A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye.
Окей, сейчас. Так. Тут и так было нормально убавлено.
I can see.
Окей, прибавил немного.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Так, удерживайте В, чтобы увеличить скорость. Окей.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Писать, какие года тут? Какие машины старые. Так, эта игрушка у нас, я так понимаю, детектив. Так, переулок, где было совершено преступление.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Пипец, какие они пижоны. Забавно.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one. Look at this junk.
Так, это у нас, похоже, место преступления, где пятно крови. Ну-ка.
Not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Нажмите левую кнопку мыши, чтобы осмотреть предмет. Новую
Shooter
улика
put him up
пятно
against the
крови.
wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ну все, больше тут ничего нету. Так. Ну-ка поглядим. Блокнот вроде бы у нас. Вот он. Что тут у нас? Люди, улики, места. Так, люди, скутер, Пейнтон. Так. Это убиты, наверное. И все, что ли? Больше у нас ничего нету. Фигурант дела, скутер Пейнтона. Негр застрелен 2 выстрелами в упор. Так, улики, пятно крови на дверях и мостовой. Ну, все получается. Больше у нас пока ничего нету. Подожди-ка, здесь нельзя никак. А вот подозреваемые. По словам свидетеля, высокий белый мужчина. Так, детектив Флойд Роуз. Это что у нас? Фигурант дела. Детектив Флойд Роуз. Глаза темно-карие, волосы каштановые и так далее. Так, следователь отдела по раскрытию убийств. Первым прибыл на место преступления. Ну все, больше у нас ничего нету по этому делу. Окей. Так, я так понимаю, нам нужно пистолет.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Так, ну ладно, походим, посмотрим.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Странно, что детективы не ищут. Довольно как-то подозрительно. Так.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Опа, можно карабкаться. Какой он пессимист. Не быть ему капитаном. Так, на крыше. Так, что тут у нас? О! Оружие. Так, как его нам взять? Левой кнопкой мыши. Угу. Блин, он берет его голыми руками. Как же перчатки там, я не знаю. Ну все.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Так, новая улика. Тут все
Two
патроны
rounds
есть.
fired.
А не двух
Instead
патронов
of
не
dropping it down a
хватает.
drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Так, сейчас, видимо, нам к
Sure about
машине.
it. It's not really our gig. No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Пипец, какого напарника работать не хочется, да вообще. Так, ну окей, садимся в машину. Сейчас поедем в оружейный магазин. Так, переулок, где совершено преступление. Так. Угу. Так, оружейный магазин. Так, оружейный магазин. South Central Avenue 367. Магазин по продаже оружия и боеприпасов. Центральное отделение. Что-то вылез-то. Вот дурачок. Ну, поехали за оружием. Далеко ехать им. Говорят, в паре кварталов. Почти приехали. Так, оружейный магазин, 10:35 вечер. Это дядька сразу занервничал. Дверь с золотистыми ручками, можно войти.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Так, журнал из оружейного магазина. Заказы. Нажмите, чтобы открыть.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Так. Модель 27 с перламутровой ручкой. Какой-то у него почерк не очень понятный. Так, это у нас 22. Вот же 27. Это никель. Значит, не то. Ну-ка, ну-ка. Я не знаю, как перламутр по-английски.
We're We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
Так, новое место назначения выбираем. Так. Так. Ну-ка. Где у нас места? Подожди-ка, нет. Все увидел. Люди, улики, места. Вот. Квартира Шредера. Поехали к этому мужику домой.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air.
Решетки не
You really are
проехать.
full of it.
Зря я сюда поехал. Далеко до него ехать. Там, походу, в Лос-Анджелесе. Почти переехали. Так. хорошая, до 11-14 вечера. Ну, погнали. Смотрите почтовый ящик, чтобы узнать новый номер квартиры. Так, вторая квартира.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Понятно. Чё, по одной квартире на этаже? По две. Нет, больше.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy?
Нифига у них задержание. Не думал, что тут еще драться придется. Забавно. Давай, лупи его. Пипец. Это они задержали преступника.
You all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Да. Что он с бутылками хочет сделать?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Все, что ли, только две бутылки может смотреть. Давай еще их внимательно посмотрим, мало ли чё.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Ну да, не поможет.
Circumstantial.
Ну ладно тогда. Все получается.
This doesn't pertain to the case. Junk.
Все что ли? Ничего полезного. Давай дальше походим. Какая у него маленькая квартирка.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. Seems irrelevant.
Не относится, так не относится. Что у него? Одно пиво. Арти, Розенбелл, 494650 Сомерс. Росси. Что это за знаки непонятные? Цифры какие-то. Какие-то числа, цифры, непонятно.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Да, как раньше полиция работала.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Да, конечно, но у них и главный был пипец.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify, code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Забавно, можно потаранить.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Да, бандитские разборки. Ну-ка,
Now!
Why is nobody covering me? Stay down. Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance.
Chance, copper. You come any closer? We'll cut you in half.
Stay in cover. Find some cover.
Так, у нас еще кто-то остался, нет? Ух, какой. Прям войнушка.
Son of a bitch is limping.
А, вон он наверху.
Forward. You're fucking toast.
Готов.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Молодцы, да, справились.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Что-то как-то похоже на стрелок, а не на детектив.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso.
Бессрочном розыске.
With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, but wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you watch it.
Давай, давай.
He's hiding in the alley.
Уже
Bowers!
хочешь?
Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot.
Нифига
I
он
won't tell you
шустрый.
again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Какой он шустрый.
hell away from me!
Вот гад.
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. No way I'm going back inside.
Куда он спрятался?
I've done my time. You assholes already screwed me once.
It's over, Bowers! Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
С ним драться будет с полицейским, какие они все боевые.
the place to ourselves. Come on then, pretty boy.
Чё не
Give it
дерешься?
up, Wendell!
Давай, давай, вали ему. Что такое? Не понимаю. Уж раз так хорошо дрался, сейчас как-то... Когда я гляну управление еще раз. Так, клавиатура и мышь. Вперед, лево, вправо, бег, ходьба, позвать напарника, взаимодействовать, атаковать. Ну да, все правильно.
Off, does it? Boyfriend's not around to help you out now.
Что за бред? Не понимаю.
Are you fighting or flirting?
Дело провалено, полицейский ранен. Не понимаю. Ну ладно, попробуем еще раз. До этого он так хорошо
Looks
дрался.
like we've got the place to ourselves.
А, вот. Это типа в режим драки надо переходить. Наверное, чуть за бред. Давай, вали его. Да.
What you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Как у них все строго. Покупатель, будь осторожен.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
I swear, this town is going
Ну, задача обыскать
Everybody
место
stay back. Let us
преступления.
do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Смотрите голову и руку жертвы. Да ничего интересного вроде бы. Ну-ка еще раз гляну. А он еще что он отпустил. Нет вроде бы ничего. Ну-ка голову еще раз поглядим.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Что тут висит? Мне казалось, что-то блестело странно. Вот. Это гильза.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Officer, please tell me what's going on. I thought this was such a nice area.
Больше ничего у нас нету.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Так, показания свидетеля.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Истинная ложь, сомнения. Ну, давай сомнения.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Значит, не врет, наверное. Так. Тут мы осмотрели. Так, а что нам еще надо? Может поговорить с этим?
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
А, вон еще пистолет.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Поехали в оружейный магазин. Так. Оружейный магазин. Продажа оружия, боеприпасов и ремонт. Ой. Я не знал, что нельзя заезжать на место преступления. Тут вроде вообще не заморачиваются.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Окей, почти доехали. Так. Оружейный магазин Иглсона 236. Мы снова к нему, что ли, приехали?
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Так, значит, нам надо место поменять. Так, ювелирный магазин. Погнали. Спортивный магазин Хартфилдс. 2.36 в день.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Он их обманул. Вот гад. Походу и с ним драться
Kalu,
придется.
get back here! Shoot the creep!
Вот козел.
Lock him up and throw away the key!
Стреляй в него.
Too late, Kalu!
I don't mind that we're talking, so long as you don't mind that I'm not listening.
Don't make it worse, Kalu! There he is.
Быстро бегает. Пипец. А зачем тогда стрелять надо было?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away! Kalu! Get back here! I can't decide between
Ну так.
Oh my gosh! Too late, Kalu!
Чего пострелить-то нельзя? Давай. Клево, молодец. Круто его поймал.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Так, перестрелка. Ну-ка посмотрим.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Ложь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так. Гильзы калибр.
Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Так, перестрелка.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Так, использовать интуицию. Так, открыть блокнот. Орудие убийства отремонтировано, пистолет. Пойти мужчина, так. Давай во лжи обвиним его.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так, пистолет. Так, орудие убийства отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Так. Религиозный мотив.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так. Давай снова во лжи обвиним его.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money. He owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так. Здесь показал, что Кэлл ремонтировал пистолет Браун серийный номер. Это я уже спрашивал. Религиозный мотив. Возможно, мотив антисемитский. Так. Пистолет Браун ТФН. Давай это спросим.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ну, сейчас меня снова к нему отправят.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Какой у него начальник строгий. Пока не выйдет признание, домой не уйдет.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Так, ложь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так, орудие убийства отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Так, религиозный мотив.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так, ложь.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так, перестрелка, орудие убийства. Давай религиозный мотив, что по перестрелке. Давай снова религиозный мотив.
I'm done with you.
Нет, неправильно.
Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Так, ложь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так, орудие убийства отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Давай ложь.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're off the hook, for now.
Давай используем интуицию.
Gage was a Jew hater. Get it off your chest.
Gage and his kind are pathetic. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Да, сложно, тут правильно надо просто привести.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Как он на него наорал.
Has my
Ладно,
lawyer arrived yet? I want to
методом
see my
тыкал
lawyer.
знаем.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Так,
Let's talk about the
перестрелка.
shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Ложь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так, орудие убийства было отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Так, религиозный
Let's change the
мотив.
subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так, давай ложь.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Перестрелка со смертельным исходом. Так. Орудие убийства отремонтировано. Религиозный мотив. Пистолет Браунинг ФН. Давай снова перестрелку уберем.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gum somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Ложь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так, орудие отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Так,
Let's
религиозный
change the subject.
мотив.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так, давай ложь.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Так, мы перестрелку убирали еще гильзы. Браунинг. Так. Давай снова орудие отремонтировано.
I'm done with you. Go flap your gum somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Чё они просто ему не навешивают? Сам бы все рассказал. Раньше же так допросы вели.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Так, изучить улики, ну-ка поглядим. Перестрелка, гильзы, пистолет. Давай перестрелка. Вопросы, перестрелка.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Так. Аудиоубийство отремонтировано.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Так, изучить улики. Перестрелка. Ну что за религиозный мотив? Возможно, мотив антисемитского. Так, орудие отремонтировано. Так. Гильзы. Давай про гильзы скажем.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
Владелец ювелирного магазина подозреваем в убийстве. Так. Давай религиозный
Let's change the
мотив.
subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Все так же ведет себя. Так, перестрелка со смертельным исходом, погиб один мужчина. Так, гильзы, пистолет, аудиоубийство, религиозный мотив. Давай пистолет выберем. А я должен истинно ложь сомнения. Ну давай сомнения.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Ну все, он его расколол, молодец.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Это типа намек, что его повысят. Интересно. Полиция Лос-Анджелес. Заключение. Служба в патруле завершена. Вы заслужили повышение. Готовьтесь к переводу в другой отдел. Полиция Лос-Анджелес. Отчет о годности к службе в полиции. Характеристики полицейского. Способный следователь. Владеет оружием, отличная физическая подготовка и владеет методами допроса. Водительское сиденье.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best.
Привет.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. You know.
Микрофон? Не знаю, у меня вместе с веб-камерой микрофон идет. Там совместно.
There's traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with one case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more.
На Алиэкспрессе брал.
You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
There weren't even his friends, and he still confessed.
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her women.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Так, какие у нас задачи?
Tell a man that there are 400 billion stars in a believer. Tell him a bench has wet paint on it and he has to touch it.
Ну, жена не разрешает. Так, брошенный автомобиль. Возможно, с уликами совершения преступления. Так. Так, места. Товарная станция Pacific Electric.
Isn't he the cop that won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Mary says he'll sing. Some people.
If I guarantee he walks.
Coroner says it's going to be at least a week to get him.
Типа того. Так. Сейчас мы едем на новое задание. Так. Да где-то с декабря, но я немного стримлю. Так я не нервничаю. Просто иногда бывает непривычно, особенно когда активные игры. Когда что-то активное делаешь, едешь там или стреляешь, кого-то попутно говорить, вот поэтому так и получается. Это ладно, если игра какая-нибудь пассивная, где там не надо ничего активного, там проще общаться и попутно играть. Так, что-то у нас две точки. Ну-ка, пойдем к красной точке съездим сначала. Так. Ага. Я уже молчу, как люди, когда в активные игры играют, типа там стрелялки, когда там надо, ну прям супер-пупер внимание, как они успевают еще общаться. У меня вот так, наверное, пока еще не получается.
I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Окей. Так.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Давай.
Get the hell away from me. Son of a bitch. I'll take you all down with me.
Вот зараза, убегает. Ну вот, дело провальный, пипец. В этом плане хорошо подбирать какие-нибудь игры с эмоциональным сюжетом. Вот там полегче говорить, как говорится, о чувствах. Блин, сейчас опять этого заразу поймаем.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Какая тетка сознательная. Так.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Вообще не убежишь, зараза. Так. Ну, как он медленно ходит, это вообще пипец.
Leave the dame alone, Phelps.
Блин, убегает, гад, вот зараза-то.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Блин, тут плохо, что еще нету мини-карты. Если бы мини-карта... Ой, не мини-карта, а общая карта была, было бы удобно. Давай, давай.
Get this morning's edition hot off the press.
Now, are we gonna make a bargain or
Опа,
what?
заложник.
Put the weapon down now.
Так, давай-ка выстрелим в него.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Блин, надо аккуратненько. И чё, дело правильно, нет? Ну-ка. Блин, как у них все просто. Да не секрет, 35.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
I think it makes spells. I read about it.
Надо же в машину сесть. Так, ща мы развернемся.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Да
Are
не
we
молодой,
friends
в
now,
принципе.
Mikowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping.
Вот если бы мне было 18-20 лет, вот это был бы молодой начинающий стример.
Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marino CS at Camp Elliott.
Хотя я стримеров смотрел, я видел, не знаю, ну, лет за 50 некоторых. Особенно, не знаешь, какие игрушки играют, всякие стратегии.
Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat.
Давай.
Now I'm here. So.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Нифига себе, сколько там крови, это вообще пипец. Да нет, и помоложе с 26.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Ну мне-то не 26, мне 35, я-то старше. Может, ты не услышал? Так. Что там у нас?
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Да, не закончили, не закончили.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Молодой.
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here,
О,
sir?
пипец, сколько здесь кровища-то, это вообще жуть.
I've got a mystery sample.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
А про микрофон спрашивал, что? Проблемы тоже с поиском микрофона. Нифига себе, что-то такое сделали.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Как будто специально машину измазали кровью. Да, жуть. Да. Ну-ка еще с другой стороны посмотрю. Так.
How's life treating you? After this, I got 2 more jobs in Westlake Park and 1 up in Hollywood Hills.
Да я не знаю, у вас есть смысл ли так активно стараться? Вот когда уже много подписчиков пойдет, тогда есть смысл брать что-то подороже. Да и в идеале можно было для начала вообще взять, если уж сильно хочется, микрофон какой-нибудь с рук на Авито. Так, что там у нас?
Happier times, I guess.
Ну да. Счастливые времена. Интересно, из-за чего его убили-то? Так,
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Водительское удостоверение на имя Эдвина Блэка. Мужчина белый, 32 года, рост 5 футов. Стензил.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Так. Да, не заморачивайся насчет голоса. Там бывает какая-то такая самокритичность просто. Не знаю, мне мой голос нравится. Так. Надо с напарником поговорить. Куда он убежал? Ну-ка.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Так, вопросы. Присутствие на месте преступления. Окей.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Да, вроде истина.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Так, сведения об Эдвине Блэке.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Окей, истина.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
Так, содержимое бумажника.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Походу он врет. Ну-ка, давай ложь. Сомнение.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Ага, значит, заглядывал.
Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
Да потом нормально будет с уверенностью. Просто еще пока аудитории мало. Когда аудитория будет больше, я думаю, и стримы поувереннее будут. Так. С этим мы поговорили. Поговорим с полицейским. Что, он больше не хочет говорить? Не-а. Так. Что там у нас в уликах, поглядим. Так. Люди. Найти улики. Так. Так, это мы все просмотрели. Так. Эдриан Блэк. Фигурант дела. Эдриан Блэк. Пропавший владелец брошенного Линкольна. Так. Миссис Блэк. Фигурант дела миссис Блэк. Жена пропавшего Эдриана Блэка. Изучить улики. Так, брошенный автомобиль, брызги крови, бумажник, очки. Так, какие у нас еще места есть? Сейчас глянем. Это текущее место, окей. А еще что у нас есть? Так, дом Блэка. Ну, погнали в дом Блэка. Так.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Блин, еще и обыск продолжать. Я думал, они уже закончили. Вот зараза какой. Так, что там еще нам найти надо? А, вон еще одни улики есть. Вон там я еще не был.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
А ты в какие игры стримишь?
How bad is it? Come on, tell me.
Ну что, все, мы уже все смотрели. Это мы все видели. Так.
incidental.
А так хорошо идут всякие активные игры, типа там Fortnite и так далее. Надо посмотреть, может, что на земле валяется. Ну-ка, глянь мусорку. Так, тут у нас что? А, вот интуиция. Спросить у сообщества, показать все улики. Давай показать все улики. Осталось 0. А, это типа интуиция все улики подсвечивает. Забавно, конечно, сделано.
You guys take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Olive oil comes from olive. Pretty favorite.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Так. Может, еще в машине что поглядеть? Может, что пропустили? Блин, а какая тут кровища вообще, жутко. Да нету в человеке столько крови, это же странно.
I don't think so.
Главное, чтобы Twitch не закрыли, как YouTube и Instagram. Тогда вообще печально будет. Ну, это мы все смотрели. А, ну тогда хорошо. С Украины, что ли? Надо же. Так, тут у нас что? Ну-ка посмотрим в дневнике, какие у нас еще улики есть. Брошенный автомобиль, брызги крови, бумажник, очки и окровавленная труба. Видимо, еще что-то не нашли. А, ну хорошо. Молодец, что в Польше живешь. Я, конечно, не завидую тем, кто сейчас в Украине живет. еще с кем поговорить нам. Ага, король
We
на
found a
труба.
steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No.
Обо что мы именно думаю?
I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Давай истина.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd
Да
say.
не знаю, непонятно. Меня ж там нету на Украине. Сказать могут много чего, так что тут сложный вопрос, конечно. Одни говорят одно, вторые говорят третье. Мне кажется, обычным людям вообще пофигу, главное, чтобы им хорошо жилось.
Look dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
Ну, по новостям говорят, что типа на Украине фашисты, нацисты и так далее. А у вас, наверное, говорят обратно, что Россия нацисты.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Так, ушел дядька. Ну что, мы все обнаружили улики? Ну, попробуем отсюда уйти.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet.
Нет, еще не обнаружили. Нет, значит, новых улик это нам не дало. Так, ладно. Будем еще глядеть. Кто ты чемоданчик-то оставил? Может, надо еще машину как-нибудь осмотреть со всех сторон. А, еще багажник есть. Вот она. Так. Нет, это фигня. Так, что у нас еще? Бойня Риверсайд. Одна свинья 3.20.
Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Свинью. Забавно. Я вот свинину вообще не ем, как мясо.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Так, ну все. Мы можем отсюда уехать. Наконец-то. Ну, не совсем веган, вегетарианец, веганы это немножко другие. Веганы, они вроде еще яйца не едят, и еще какие-то продукты, а вегетарианцы только мясо не едят.
620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill.
Now look what you've done!
Какая у них
Behind
машина
Bunker Hill.
неубиваемая.
A couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out. Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car?
Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Aiden? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car, and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
В идеале, конечно, чтобы стримы еще больше людей смотрело, надо много стримить, часов по 5, по 6.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up.
Так, ладно, едем на новую точку.
You read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
He's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, Phelps. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Че, и как в Польше живется?
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Bukowski.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
Блин, далеко нам ехать-то? Пипец. Найдена достопримечательность. Так. Наконец-то доехали, пипец. Так, это у нас дом
Let's go
Блэка,
introduce
походу.
ourselves.
Того чувака,
Dr.
которого
Phelps.
убили.
I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Какая она грустная. Походу уже чувствует.
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Ага, видимо, какие-то улики. Такая строгая, пипец. Так, что там у нас еще? Так. Ну-ка берем, поглядим.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Ну да, как-то странно они жили. По раздельности, видимо. Видимо, не дружно было. Стензел, ну да, очки.
So the glasses are a match.
Так, что у нас еще есть? Ага. Билет.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
У него так обыскивают, интересно, что это? Ничего не скажет.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
А, это спички? Я думал, это другое.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Ну-ка пошарим в остальных комнатах. Пока жена не видит. Клиент компании InstaHit.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
InstaHit. Новый автоматически эмалированный газоводонагреватель. Не поддается ржавчине и коррозии. Гарантия 10 лет. Так. Это у нас выход, ничего интересного. Так, тут у нас что? Ага. Шок. Нет, это фигня. Это что у нас? Утюг. Да. Больше ничего полезного. Так, про какого-то психотерапевта события. Психотерапевт Фонтейн.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past.
Ничего, наркотиками накачивает. Странно.
Times that made you smile.
Да, ну и психотерапевт был пипец.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So,
Блин, а чё оно повторно пошло?
Yes, Doctor.
he seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Да, какой жуткий дядька. Так. Так, что у нас еще тут есть? спички. Бар у Кавана, Лос-Анджелес, Калифорния. Ну ладно, пойдем дальше осмотримся. Может еще что полезное будет. Так, а тут что у нас? Нет, больше ничего такого нету.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
Кому он звонит-то?
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
Так, а тут у нас что? Нет, сюда я не могу зайти. Это у нас новое место появилось. Так, ну ладно, надо с ней поговорить. Мы все смотрели.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Что-то как-то она не сильно расстроилась, подозрительно.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Так, квитанция с бойни.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Вроде как истина.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Так, футляр для очков марки Стензил. Ну-ка спросим.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Окей, истина.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Так, местонахождение Эдриана Блэка.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Окей, истина.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Так, спички из бара у Кавана.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Так, истина.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Получен очередной ранг. Награда плюс 1 балл интуиции. Окей. Здесь еще пошарим, может, что тоже есть. Я только эту комнату не смотрел.
Probably nothing.
Ну да, ерунда какая-то.
This is going to help us. Nothing significant.
Фигня. Так, ну все. Мы с ней поговорили, правда, какая-то она не сильно расстроенная.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
А, мы еще здесь не все смотрели. Нет, это мы уже видели. Так. Значит, мы какие-то улики просмотрели, раз он говорит дальше искать. Бар у Кавана. Ничего полезного. Так. Снова эти спички. Может, надо еще в спальне поглядеть, может там что будет. Эти спички достали они уже. Так. А, вот еще. Тут не смотрел. Моему Эдвину, скучаю без тебя и схожу с ума. Возвращайся скорее. Ага.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
У него, походу, любовница была. Билет, мы уже видели его. Может, с ним поговорить надо? Нет, не надо. Так. Спальню жены посмотреть. Так, может, тут тоже что есть на фотографии? Нет, тут ничего. Были. Эта дверь у нас не открывается. Так, что тогда мы еще пропустили? Ну-ка, давай интуицию используем. Так. Костюм, меч правосудия. Так. Показать все улики. Ну-ка, давай, уйди отсюда. А, типа вон оба подсвечиваются и показывает то, что я еще пропустил. Ну тут вроде бы все смотрел. Нет, перевернуть он не может. Так. Инстахит. Новый автоматически эмулируемый газовый нагреватель. А, вот, сзади. Вот сзади я не смотрел. А, я, может, смотрел, не помню. Так, может, тут еще что можно? Чайник посмотреть или еще что-то такое. Это мы уже видели. Бар, рукава, ну все как обычно, ничего нового. Так. Показывает, что тут еще что-то выпустили. Интересно, уйти нельзя из дома? Ну попробуем. Кстати, во дворе еще не смотрел. Тоже надо поглядеть. Может, тоже какие-то улики будут. Музыка заиграла. Может, тут что-то есть тоже. Так. Показать все улики. А, вот
No use leaving the thing half finished. No use leaving the thing half finished.
Ну, собери. Не ленись. Так.
That can't be right.
Нафиг он не собирает.
No, that won't work. That looks wrong.
Че, правильно? Да шучу, конечно, неправильно. Так. Сейчас это уберем. Это, наверное, сюда надо. Так. Нафиг он ее вообще собирает? Окей. Так, это у нас откуда? Воды.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
А, ну да, одной трубы не хватает. Интересно. Так. А что? Нет, перевернуть его нельзя.
I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
Ну все, вроде бы мы все смотрели. Можно валить. Так, а где у нас напарник? А вон, слышно колокольчики. Ну-ка. Психотерапевт Фрейден предлагает помощь ветеранам. Давай посмотрим. Еще раз, может, он еще что-то увидит.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I
vice.
want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Нет, газета ничего не дала. Надо недавно внимательные спички все пересмотреть. Так, а вот это я еще не смотрел.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Ну да, это не то. Я еще могу каждую вилку пересмотреть и ложку. Забавно, ну давай.
Optimistic, Cole. Not much help.
Так, это что?
Doesn't look like anything.
Ну да, обычный хлам.
Maybe. No. No good to me.
Интересно, вот эти перчатки. Нет. Ничего полезного нам это не дало. А может может еще с ней поговорить.
I'm all right now, detective.
Get a statement from Mrs. Black, but go easy on her. She's had a rough day.
Так, фотография с
Tell us
подписью.
about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Давай сомнения.
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Так, алиби, мисс Блэк.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Давай, истина.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, detective.
5 из 6 это нормально. Видимо, не все его неверно спросил. Значит, что-то она мутит.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
Так, бар у Кавана.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
And that way, the people of Western... It's up to every...
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Want a tip? You fill my coffee faster next time.
Looking for someone?
I can't decide between a tuna fish.
Давай поговорим.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Tell the cook these were some good grits.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Поговорим.
This is a tasty burger.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Так, связь с брошенным автомобилем.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Давай сомнения.
I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
Так, сведения об Эдриане Блэке.
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
Слишком какой-то серьезный. Давай тоже сомнения.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're gonna have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple and then left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. That's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan.
Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Я неправильный вопрос задал. Так.
He sure left his drink in a hurry.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Нас спалили. Ну ладно. Видимо, не надо было так близко ехать.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
He sure left his drink in a hurry.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Надо еще правильно следить за ним, забавно. Прям как полицейский ведешь себя.
That ought to do it. Now get back in close. Hit the brakes, Cole. Give him some room. Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
Прям как реальный детектив. Забавно.
What's with that guy?
Погнали за ним.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Довольно прикольно следить за ним, конечно. Забавно.
Ah, that's it. We're spotted.
Черт. Я прокалывался, пипец.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
О, блин. Ила. Чё им машины мешаются? Погнали быстрее за ним. Так. Похоже, не просто, оказывается, следить. Пока круто, он нас не спалил. Так.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan? You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Слишком близко. Чуток бы он спалил. Здесь, правда, куда он едет? Ну вот. Ну, удачно за ним проследили, прикольно.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour work in traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. Won't work on me. All right, let's pay our friend a visit, see if he's missed us yet.
Так, где он? Неужто он в каком-то из номеров? Может, надо было посмотреть номер ящика, что-то как-то не подумал. Непонятно, куда дальше идти, честно говоря, пока что. А, вот тут ящики есть. 2.
Apartment 2.
Так, окей. Значит, нам сюда. А что, квартиры-то не подписаны?
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it!
Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car.
Он типа инсценировал самоубийство. Забавно. Я и думаю, что-то слишком много крови как-то. Где он? Пипец, я его походу упустил. Нахера он здесь тогда? Подозреваемый скрылся, дело провалено. Непонятно. Вообще непонятно как-то.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black?
LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and hit him off in the car. Remember, gun is the last...
Арестовать Эдриана Блэка.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Блин, куда он ушел-то? Что, с крыши прыгать, что ли? Блин, телепортом ушел.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Бред какой-то. А, вот он, вниз прыгнул.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Какой медлительный, это же жесть. Давай быстрее. А, вот он, может соскальзывать.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Да.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Ну вот, дело закрыто. Неплохо так-то, интересно было. Найдено улик 13-14, правильный вопрос 9 из 12, дело закрыто, похвально. 4 звездочки. Так, нанесенный ущерб автомобилем $61, пешеходом 0, городу 38. Если бы мы как следует нажали на Фрэнка Моргана, он бы все рассказал про Эдриана Блэка. Окей, закрыть. Так, машина консула. Ладно, на этом на сегодня закончим. Довольно интересная игра была, завтра мы ее продолжим. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем, кому нравится мои видео, подписывайтесь на мой канал. Всем пока!